Okay, great afternoon. Well, I've just been asked to do a talk on Vajrayana. What is the dangerous friend and guru? Okay, what does that mean? What does that work out to? Okay, well, guru means, is your teacher. Guru actually means one weighty with knowledge, one that's heavy with knowledge. In other words, one that's walked the path before and knows the map, knows the direction, knows the way, that can give you admonition and can give you advice on going forward. It's not somebody that's, shouldn't be, but sometimes it is somebody that's read a lot of books and has a lot of ideas about it, about the subjects. It's somebody that should have already traversed that subject matter and can give you actual relevant advice. Just like my book that I wrote on the Kundalini from Hell to Heaven was taken out of my journey. And when I started the online ashram, that come out of my journey as well. And all the knowledge that I had gathered and collected, what works, what doesn't work. So I started the online ashram. As most people here, well, I think quite a few people here don't even know that I'm a guru, because I don't really sit there and promote the ashram online. My thing here is mainly to do the tarot and that aspect of things. But if somebody asks me, then I'm not going to hide from it. I have my other channel, Guru Swami G, which is on the YouTube, and it's 20 years of teachings that I put out there. Okay, so that's why I usually don't really respond on that channel too much anymore, because I've given 20 years of it. I think I've covered every subject basically that there is, and so I just don't post there so much. I did start the online ashram, and one of the things you talk about is Vajrayana, which is Vajra is like the lightning bolt. Okay, Vajrayana, the way of the lightning bolt. And so what a dangerous friend is, really the guru is not there to be your buddy. The guru is not there, and especially this type of path, if you're dealing with Kundalini and you're dealing with those things, they're not here to be your buddy, friend, pal. They're not here to pat you on the head and tell you how fabulous you are. They're not here to bump up and boost up your ego. Okay, that's not what it's about. On that type of a path, this is not for beginning seekers. This is for somebody that's been on the path a very long time. They're settled and they're ready to break through. Okay, they're ready to confront themselves. They're ready to go deeper than, needing somebody to prop them up on every turn. Okay, so the dangerous friend is one that's there to walk it with you, okay, to give you the admonitions and the advice that can aid you on your journey. But they're not there to coddle you. They're not there to spoon feed you, okay? If you need to be spoon fed, then you're not ready for this level of a path, okay? So again, it's simply that the dangerous friend is one that's going to cut through ego, okay? It's going to cut through your illusions, not to create more. Okay, it's there to confront. It's there to, it's there to give you a way forward. Okay, so it's somebody that's going to, again, cut through your illusions, your delusions. Not there to coddle you, not there to baby you, but to give you the way, wherewithal, practices that can aid you in your own journey. Okay, so if you are looking to gain powers, you're looking for somebody to tell you how fabulous you are, you're looking for somebody to bump up the ego and tell you that the ego is so fabulous and the ego is so powerful and that, that type of thing, then you don't want any contact with a dangerous friend, because the dangerous friend is one that's there to really befriend you, to give you the things to break through to realization, to moksha, to liberation. Okay? So that's what the dangerous friend is. Okay? That's what the guru is. Guru, again, is weighty with knowledge. It's not somebody that says, I'm higher than you. You're way down here and I'm way up here. No, what I am, you are. Okay? The only difference is here the recognition is firm and everything has fallen away. And what remains is that truth, that reality. Okay? That's the difference. But the kernel, the seed state, everyone has that divine is within them. Okay? Everyone has that divine is within them. Okay? We all have the same starting point, and we can all end up at the same ending point. The difference is in the midst of the journey. Some of us have recognized what is the divine is and have deconstructed all the baggage that's there and no longer carry the baggage. And some are still carrying the baggage. Some are still thinking they are this transient body. Okay? And that's wrapped up in their story. Okay? With moksha, with realization, comes that knowledge, that wisdom, that absolute certainty that we are eternal. Divine is eternal. And none of the storylines we've gone through in the successions of births and deaths ever touch that divine is. Okay? And so where everything deconstructs, okay, what remains is to live life, to go forward, to do what's known as the play. Turn this off. To go into what's known as the play of God. Okay? While we're on the path, we're in the search. Okay? There's still things to do. And then once you complete, once one enters moksha, liberation, okay, and the baggage is gone, what remains is the play. That's why I no longer teach on that site. I'm not looking, to develop a lot of devotees, okay? I'm not looking to get name and fame and fortune. I've never charged for any of the wisdom that I give out, okay? If people want to donate, either monthly or once a year or never at all, it doesn't lessen what they're given, okay? It doesn't lessen what they're given. You can't sell spirituality. You can't sell the truth, okay? So you give it out. What you have, you give out. You give back to society, whatever you can give to aid them, okay, in their own journey forward. Now, we can't wave a magic wand, can't do it for you. We can't walk your journey. You have to do it yourself. The most we can do is to give you those things that we know work and to give you cautions of things we know that don't work. Okay? And that's it. Then the rest is on you in your journey. Like in the online ashram, it's said if you want to get to realization, it's easier to do if you're celibate and you're not involved in a relationship. Doesn't mean you can't. Nobody is precluded from going in and having relationships if they so desire. Okay? So I understand some people are saying that I force people to be celibate and I force people. No, that's not. I don't at all. Not at all. I have some that were celibate and decided not to be, and that's fine. It's their life. I don't live your life. You live your life. Okay? So that's up to the people. I understand there are people out there, casting dispersions and saying all manner of nonsense that's absolute BS. They know nothing of me, know nothing of the path, yet they're out there putting all this drama out there, which is absolutely false. Okay. So the one thing though that people, before, I don't take people on the path that have a mental illness. Okay, this is a very difficult path. And what comes up is, it challenges your belief systems, and you may see visions. Your all of your senses will be heightened. If you already somebody that's not grounded in reality, then this is not the place for you to be. Okay, so that is one provision. And I don't work with anybody that's doing drugs, alcohol, none of that. Absolutely not. It's that's one thing that is forbidden on this path. Another thing that's very controversial is if you are in a Kundalini awakening, the thing that grounds you quicker than anything is eating meat. Okay, now I get a lot of flack for that. Vegetarianism is something that's pretty new in history. And those that want to say they're Hindu and that Hindus don't eat meat, well, if you go read the old scriptures, yes, they did eat meat. In fact, you couldn't be a good Hindu unless you did have meat. So again, another controversy, which people that want to go out there and start screaming about these things have not studied the history very well. So, and also Kali. Kali is basically Kundalini. There's a reason that Kali mandirs are still doing goat sacrifices, okay? Again, has to do with, life and death and the energy. It's, there's a whole thing with that, but we won't get into that at this moment. But anyway, dangerous friend, again, is somebody that's out there. They're not there to coddle you. They're there to help you to break through to liberation. And if you're going to break through to liberation, it's not about learning something new. It's not about gathering and collecting something new you can put in your little box and take out when you need it for your ego aid. It's about challenging, breaking through the illusion, okay? To get to the seed state. It's like peeling an onion, okay, to get to the very center of it. You're not adding to that onion, adding layers. You're taking and pulling them away. And in order to pull them away, you need to confront yourself. It doesn't mean that somebody here is going to confront you. This is your own journey. Where these things come up, you have to be observant, and you're the one that confronts it yourself. Okay, so that's it. Okay, that's it in a nutshell. What is the guru, and what is the dangerous friend? Okay, it's like my own journey with my guru. They confronted me, was a tantric master, confronted me. I was mute for 3 days, literally. You wanted to fight back because it was an assault on ego, 100%. It was the best thing that ever happened. Best thing that ever happened. But, if you're new in the journey, you want to run and leave and say how horrible this person is, and they treated me so bad, and it was so, no. Okay? Kiss the feet of my guru, just, bow, because he confronted, aided me to stop and take a look, and observe and confront and let go of these things rather than piling on more. Illusion, delusion. Okay? So yeah, that's what I have to say about this. Those that don't know, the Kundalini path is not for everyone. It's really not. Because it's going to challenge everything. And once that energy is going, it goes 24/7, There is no on and off switch. It's not like other things that you can go in. I'm going to do my practice for X amount of hours. I do this, you know, at this time. I do that at that time. It's not that type of a thing. You know, this goes 24/7. It'll wake you up every night between 3 and 4 a.m. Okay? That's when the energy's going to hit you the strongest. You get up, you meditate, and then you go back to sleep. Okay? You may get up and you'll have flying dreams. You'll have all sorts of things, dreams of fires, dreams of snakes. Okay? You'll be so sensitive, like in my own journey. When I was in San Francisco, the buildings are built on rollers because of the earthquake, and it felt like they're going like this. I could barely walk through the building. You become so sensitive to things. And then you may get some time where anything you want to know is there. It may come line by line, or it may come as a full concept. It's just something that's known. Okay? So you'll have all of these things that come up. All sorts of powers and things will come up. They can be stumbling blocks, okay? If you grab onto it and you keep trying to develop and you keep, you know, doesn't mean that you won't experience it. Absolutely. You'll experience so many mysteries and so many things come up, okay? But it's just part of the journey. It's part of the journey. It's not something that you stress, try to sell a path. You know, that's not what it's about. Because again, even though you have those things that come up, you experience them, okay? Like I said, they can be stumbling blocks for those that are in ego that want them as an ego identification. Okay. But all of this is a learning experience for one that's on the journey. Okay. All of this is a learning experience. Okay. Nobody's forced to be on the path. And if somebody chooses to leave, or we find out for some reason they're not a fit, you know, you're welcome to leave at any time. Wish you luck. Wish you the best. Nobody's going to chase you down and try to pull you back. Nobody goes out there and tries to recruit people and drag them in. It's not that type of a path, okay? Yeah. So that's it. It basically comes down to whatever I got from the universe. I made that deal with the universe. I would give it back as much as I can, and that's what I've done. Okay. So again, if you're interested in the online ashram and the practices and things that are given on this path, the path is Vajra Nirvana Marg. It's the lightning bolt path to liberation. Okay. So if you're interested, you can look up Guru Swami G, the letter G, not J as an honorific, the letter G, guruswamig.com, and you can read about the online ashram, etc. Again, it's not something I really promote on the tarot thing. This is about doing tarot, enjoying that, you know. And if somebody asks, of course, I'm going to answer them, but that's not what this channel's about, okay? And like I said, you know, this path is not for everyone. I have no interest in name, fame, fortune, any of that. If I wanted that, I could have had that when I was in India. I had somebody from a very prominent newspaper in India that wanted to support me, that wanted to put my name out there. I could have had that. I didn't, you know, that's not what it's about. I want, you know, just those that are serious seekers that are ready for this. That's all. The rest of it, no. I had one incident that could have made me very famous. A soccer team in India said they were following me, and that's the reason they were winning their soccer games. I quickly dispelled that. No, 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 no. I have nothing to do with their win or loss of soccer games. Don't come to me, because I started having people calling me and wanting, you know, special blessings and this and that. And I said, no, 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 So, you know, I don't allow for any of that type of nonsense. You know, things here are very low key. This is a path, again, you have to walk yourself. It's the mystic's path, and you're the one that has to, again, do the walk yourself. Nobody can do it for you. And it's a very difficult path and one that you have to be ready for and dedicated to. Like I said before, it takes lifetimes to reach liberation. Absolute lifetimes to reach liberation. Okay. Now I understand, I've had a couple of people come up and tell me that this woman that's been, you know, trolling and just saying the most horrendous, awful things is trying to read and saying everybody's liberated. Well, if everybody were liberated, they wouldn't be in suffering. Okay. We have the potential. We have the potential for liberation because all of us have the same divine is. But some of it is covered in mud. It's covered in layers of silt, soot, whatever, clay, depending on how that we have to, you know, take away, okay, to see what's under it, to see the truth. And once that truth is known, and I don't mean you just can't read about it and get it intellectually and say, oh, okay, I know we're all liberated. It doesn't work that way. Okay, doesn't work that way. But everyone has got the same potential for liberation because we all have the same divine is. And there's not one that's got more than another one. Not one that's got less, not one that's got more. It's like some people are blind. They may be born blind. They may become blind. And there are those that see. Okay, they're born sighted. Okay, you may try to explain a sunset or a sunrise to somebody that's never seen. Okay, they're not going to get it. But once you see it, you know what it is. Once you see it, you know it. And then if you become blind, you still know what it is. Okay, if you lose that sight. So again, you know, this is something that people go forward, and it's about uncovering what's already there, that which is covered over by illusion, delusion, okay? Illusion and delusion, okay? So I'm going to leave this here. Much love and light. Thank you for your question. Joy on your journey. Stay safe, okay? And be blessed no matter which way you go, no matter what you do, you're going to gain experience in life. Love and light. Thank you for tuning in.